Okay, so welcome back to the Kayak 2.0. What I'm doing here is I'm putting a little bit of a, I guess you call it a chamfer in there. And I can make it smaller and it would bend, but I don't want it smaller. I want it at least this big. So when your mat goes down like this, it doesn't leave a hard corner like this for you to try and scrub out or drain or whatever the issue is. So what I'm going to do is, see, I've just been breaking this stuff off because it won't turn corners very good. And it's going to look kind of ugly, but I'm telling you, once you take a little sandpaper to it, smooth it out just a tiny bit, and then put your finish on it, whatever it's, you know, like I said, I'm using poor man's fiberglass or just a regular fiberglass. Well, you can't really use regular fiberglass because it'll melt this stuff. You can use a two-part epoxy, which I'm kind of leaning towards instead of the poor man's fiberglass is great in the fact that you can, you know, you can do it with your kids. It's not, there's no harsh chemicals to it. And, you know, even though it's pretty much built like a boogie board you buy at the beach, you know, if you ever get a damage to it, like something like that, you just fill it up with styrofoam and then put a piece of fabric over it and glue it back up. Not a big deal. Let's see, I'm going to move y'all to the other side so you can get a little bit better look here. Always try to make sure you have a good view. There we go. So I'm going to say when you get past that curve like that, then you can actually lay this in here. So let's say it's probably done. Break right there. I'm telling you, if you do this, you'll appreciate it a lot, because I did it on the other kayak, and it made a difference when I had to you know, to wash it up. Otherwise, it's just a mess. I guess some people would say it depends on how messy you are when you fish, but when I fish, it becomes sometimes it becomes a bloodbath. So it's good to make it where it's easy to clean up. I'm doing this right here. Yeah, like I said, you don't have to do it. If you don't do it, it's not going to be a big deal. But I recommend it. I recommend. Anybody reading the book I'm reading yet? I know it's not a book club. Book club, not a book club. Yep, got it. It just makes a nice foundation for laying your material whenever you get closer to finishing. I'm telling you, you'll be grateful if you do this. You'll be happy about it. in here. Might. There we go. Alright, so this should take care of all that. Once all that dries, I'm telling you, it's gonna make all the difference in the world. Unless you're just somebody who uses their kayak, puts it up finished and don't clean it, then don't worry about it. So here we go. Woo-hoo. You see my little bit of a rake in it, so from the back to right about here is straight, and so it kind of curves up like this. I mean, it's gonna make it more difficult for me to put the little skags on the bottom when I do, but it is what it is. Make it the way you want it the first time. Otherwise, you'll be making a second one like I'm doing here, because the first one was nice, but I forgot to put in a piece of wood on here and here, and then back here for my anchor trolley. And there's a few other things. I put like the gear track in the wrong place, and I mean, it's a great kayak, the other one was, but it just didn't suit me, so I'm gonna make one that suits me better. All right, appreciate y'all watching. I'll see you on the next segment of Kayak 2.0.